In this video, we will contour the toolpath. A contour toolpath removes material along a path defined by a chain of curves. A contour toolpath only follows a chain. It does not clean out an enclosed area. A chain of entities consists of one or more entities linked together in order and direction. The distance between the endpoints of two consecutive entities of the chain has to be equal or less than the chaining tolerance. In an open chain, the start point is placed at the end of the chain closest to the selection point, and the chain direction points to the opposite end of the chain. That being said, select Toolpaths, Contour. Leave the default settings in the chaining dialog box. Ensure that the graphic view is set to top. From here, select the chain and ensure that the chaining direction is the same. Select the following chain and ensure that the chaining direction is clockwise. If the arrow is going in the wrong direction, select the reverse button here. Once the entity has been selected, choose the OK button to exit the chaining dialog box. In the Toolpath Type page, the Contour toolpath will be selected. We will now select the half-inch flat end mill from the list and set the tool parameters. To do this, select Tool from the Tree View list. Choose the half-inch flat end mill and input the following comment. Once the comment has been entered, select the cut parameters. I will now explain a few of the parameters found on this page. Roll cutter around corners inserts arc moves around corners in the toolpath. None guarantees all sharp corners. Sharp rolls the tool around sharp corners, 135 degrees or less. All rolls the tool around all corners and creates smooth tool movement. Ensure that your parameters appear as shown. You can now select depth cuts. Enable this option and input a max rough step of 0.25. Also, enable Keep Tool Down. From here, select Lead In, Lead Out. Change the overlap value to 0.05. Change the following parameters as shown. You can now select multi-passes. Enable this option. Input a rough number of 2 at a spacing of 0.25. Also, input a finish number of 1 with a spacing of 0.02. And finally, enable final depth. You can now select the linking parameters. Input an absolute clearance value of 2. Change the feed plane value to incremental 0.2. Next, change the top of stock to an absolute value of 0. And finally, change the depth to an absolute value of negative 0.5. Once your parameters have been adjusted, select the OK button to generate the toolpath. We will now backplot and verify the operation to ensure that the tool motion is correct. Select the backplot icon. Ensure that Tool and Workpiece are enabled. Now select the isometric view and Fit icon. Press the Play Simulation button to run your backplot. Your toolpath will appear as shown. You can now exit Backplot. From here, select all of the operations and verify your part. Ensure that Tool, Stock, and Workpiece are enabled. Select the isometric view and fit icon. Press the Play Simulation button to run Verify. Your part will appear as shown up to this point. You can now exit Verify.